Hey everyone, my name's Chris, and this is my channel, What the Chris, where half the time even I don't know what's going on. So, if you're looking for the most interesting subpar content, you've come to the right place. Today I'm playing Westport Independent, a censorship simulation in a post-war country where you're the editor for an independent paper, which sounds fairly interesting. And apparently if you liked Papers, Please, it's supposed to be similar, so I'm looking forward to that. Without much further ado, let's get into the game. Alright. Alright. That's cool. Got it.
The following is an instructional film about the public culture bill for all independent newspapers in Westport. Throughout this film, we'll answer various questions you may have regarding both preparations for the bill and the bill itself. What is the public culture bill? The public culture bill is a new bill that will come into force May 16, 1949, and has been created to improve the quality of independent media outlets. The bill contains 7 guidelines for independent media outlets to follow that will make it easier to create media products of utmost quality. In order to make sure that everyone follows these guidelines, the bill will create a government-driven union called the Loyalist News and Media Association.
This doesn't sound good. This sounds too realistic to,
What's your responsibility until the bill comes into force? Introducing a new bill takes time.
Alright.
Therefore, until the Loyalist News and Media Association is properly set up and the bill has come
I don't know if you guys can hear the audio.
The government has created
So
temporary guidelines for you to follow. Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of our country.
Absolutely.
Do not print deceitful content that may harm the appearance of the Loyalist government.
I'll have you know,
Do not print deceitful content
I
that may
am
harm the
a
appearance of the President.
responsible
And do
editor.
not print deceitful content that may glorify the acts of rebels or other criminals.
I must be objective to my job.
Content that strengthen loyalty towards the government. Do print content that inspires morality in the public.
Some people are going to find this a little too close to home to things.
Print content that heartens propriety in our society. The Loyalist government expects your cooperation in this matter and hopes you understand the consequences of disobedience and or affiliation with disloyal members of the public. How do I remove the improper content from my paper?
Alright.
First, drag an article to your desk. Second, read through the articles and look for fallacies.
Alright.
Third, cross over
Editor.
paragraphs that do not fit with the government guidelines. Fourth, give your article to journalists so that they can transcribe it. Make sure that you only give them an article you have fully edited, as mistakes can be quite devastating.
How?
That is all for this instructional film.
I feel like I didn't receive a lot of instruction, but
Presented during this film are the media outlets in Westport only, and is not to be shared with the public.
oh. Don't share this, everyone. Actually, do share it, please. Week 0. I don't know you can... Okay. Alright, let's see. Oh, alright. Oh, good. Good to know. I've got mail. Alright, what is... Ah. How do I... Okay. Editor. Phil has been putting up more loyalist propaganda in the office. You know I can't stand this shit, so I decided to pull it down. It should be on your desk together with this note. Frank. Who's Frank? Frank? This is starting to feel a little bit suspicious, but yeah, fun. Okay. Employees. Who are employees? Anne. Okay. Parent lives in the Eastern Factory. She's married, went to community college. Look at you! Progression! Yeah. Alright. Lives alone, no college education, lives on the Eastern Factories, opposed loyalists before they came to power. Oh, this is gonna... I don't know how well this is gonna end for you, Frank, but... We are a team of objective journalists, and we shall not be swayed, so... Loyalist supporter, lives on the Western districts, lives with disabled brother, went to private college. Why does Phil sound pretentious already? And then Julie, known for having doubtful opinions of the government, went to community college and worked abroad as a freelance writer. You know, I respect Julie for this, and she might become my favorite. Let's see. Alright, so we're supposed to grab tutorial article. That might be good. Alright. One of the game's main mechanics is censoring articles. You do this by clicking on paragraphs that seem inappropriate. When censored, that content won't be shown to the public and will affect neither their opinion nor the government's suspicion of you. You can also change the headline by clicking on it. Different headlines can be changed to portrayal of the articles. Okay, cool. Oh. Oh, you can... Oh, good, you can undo. Well, that's good to know. Alright, so... Please. I don't know about... Censored an article, it needs to be transcribed. To do this, put it in one of the named folders in the bottom right. The employees all have different opinions, and they'll be discussing how you run your paper. They also have their lives to protect, so don't blame them if they don't wish to follow you into death. Oh, that sounds hopeful. Well, okay. I don't know how I feel about this job, but okay. Alright, loyalist government pursues harsher actions against suspected rebels. Alright. New reform has passed that will hasten the arrest of rebel supporters. Well, I mean, that's just regular news. Reform consists of exceptions in various privacy laws, allowing police to expedite search warrants. I feel like some people who see this are going to judge me for not flagging that, but you know what? We're just here to report the news. Most of these exceptions apply to ex-criminals with relations to the rebels. This is... Okay, well, it still sounds like regular journalism here, so... some exceptions also apply to civilians who have expressed disloyal opinions against the government. Again, I feel like we're just... This is just... You know what? Okay, I think this is good. This is gonna be fine. So, we're gonna give this to... Let's see. Went to community college. Comfort, well-being, opinion. She seems pretty good. He's very biased. Phil is also biased. Julie... You know what? We're gonna give this to Anne. Anne seems to be... Yeah, she seems reasonable. We're gonna give it to Anne. Cool. Alright. And what's the next article? Public Culture Bill has been passed. Alright. Culture Bill that the government presented last year is passed. Alright, we know that. Purpose is stop the creation and distribution of incorrect and improper content. I fully support that. We don't like misinformation here. It will force independent media outlets to either shut down or join the new government-funded union called the Loyalist News and Media Action. It's a little conflicting. I'm not normally one for the government to get in the place of unions because that's supposed to represent them. But you know what? You know what? I feel like this is okay. Now what happens if we click it? It's been passed, forces independent media to shut down. Yeah, okay, this sounds objective. We are an objective here. That is what we are here to do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Send to print. Wow, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Whew! That was terrifying. Alright. Julie, once again, why are the women the ones that are the most, like, objective? There's something about that, but we'll get into it. Given every employee an article to write this week, this will affect content, which will turn and affect how many papers you sell. You wish to send these articles to print. I mean, the only other ones I have. What other articles do I have to read? No, I don't want to. Jesus. Okay, actually, I didn't even read the note. What's the note? Oh, that's right. Never mind. All right, okay. Frank, you can go with that, and you know, I guess Phil, you can have that. Whatever. All right, send to print. Big fan of the Loyalist government, but the public culture bill is even worse than I expected. Don't blame it on the government, blame it on yellow journalism and the blatant lies that some newspapers post these days. There's nothing good about a misinformed public. That's true. Well, yeah, sure, but do you realize how much power the government will have over the media with this? I mean, isn't that what the FCC is anyway? I agree with Frank on this one. I can't see how the public culture bill would be beneficial for anyone but the government. I mean, at least people will know things, but, alright. Well, media outlets like ourselves have a scary amount of power over people's opinions, but on the other hand, I don't think that giving that power to the government is a great idea either. This is why I like Anne. You're getting a promotion. Okay. Week 1. Alright. 11 weeks to go until the public, comes to force. Alright. Okay. We're doing alright, it seems. What do these mean? Okay, these are still pro, that they haven't changed many. Well, we did pretty good in the southern docks, the factories, districts, the suburbs. Alright. Well, it's not like I published anything that was too of much of a defamation, if you will. So, alright, let's see. Oh, alright, that's good to know. Still illustrates your sales last week. Represents the people of that district. Okay. A light bar illustrates how many of those papers were sold. Okay. The more you sell, the more popular you get. The more popular you get, the more papers you can distribute. Okay, cool. Will affect your sales as well. Likewise, a well-selling paper will also affect the people's opinions. Okay. Good to know. Alright. Everyone. People's political +1 to rebellion, +1 to trusting. Okay. I like this. This is good. Of course I got mail. Alright. It's nothing more than heartbreaking than a misguided public. A world controlled by the media, the loyalist government will stop at nothing to protect the people from frivolous lies and irresponsible gossip. I will be the judge of that. Public culture bill is for your protection. I'm supposed to be objective, but this feels suspicious. Anyway. New law to combat illegal workers. Okay. Today, Parliament passed a new law to combat the rise of illegal immigration. Say what you will about whether immigration is legal or not, but there are right and wrong ways to do so. It just should be easier for people. It will require all workers to supply a Westport social security number before being hired. Well, maybe they'll get a way to do so. Employers will also be charged for employing refugees or citizens lacking citizenship. You know, immigrants have made a big part in ours, so I'm going to say it's about the same here, so we're going to just get rid of that. Government revokes employment for people born outside of Westport. Revokes employment. I mean, that sounds objective. This sounds really nice. It's very much that, so we're good with that. Alright, who are my employees? Alright, we don't want to sound too pro-government, so we're going to take that one to Anne. She sounds reasonable. Man shot during robbery close to the eastern factories. Alright. Man was shot in a robbery near the eastern factories. Okay, that's perfectly fine. Or, it's not fine, it's objective. Perpetrator acted alone and wore a goat mask. Okay. The victim was shot in the left arm, resulting in minor injuries. Police apprehended the robber shortly after. Okay, what's the alternate? How is he east? What? Alright, whatever. Alright, Frank, you can... You go there. Alright, what else we got? Loyalty reviews for government employees. Okay, to determine allegiances among government employees, a new policy of loyalty reviews was announced today. Representatives assure that they will handle these delicately and only use them in rare cases. Why do I feel doubts on that? These will be mandatory for all employees who are not members of the Loyalist Party. The same goes for employees with immigrant backgrounds. New government policy to weed out dissenters in the public sector. Okay. That's more objective. That's still telling us, alright, representatives are sure they will handle this delicately. Only use them. All of this seems... No. Sure that they will handle this delicately and only use them in rare cases. I don't trust that. I don't like this article. Let's just... We're gonna just put that away. Movie star caught driving drunk claims he was tired. Renowned movie star Harold Finn was caught driving under the influence yesterday afternoon. The star was spotted by the police as he slowly swayed down the road. When apprehended, the star claimed to have been tired after spending the night with a female acquaintance. Okay, what? Blames extremely reckless driving on the lack of sleep while reeking of alcohol. You know what? We are objective here. We are objective. We don't make judgment. Phil, you can... Oh, Frank, you can take that one. Right. Government burns book in Liberty Square. Oh dear. Yesterday, Liberty Square lit up as police officers started burning books. The event was a result of months of collecting books from various libraries and stores. The collected books were works supporting anti-government sentiments. Some protesters arrived at the scene, but were easily held back by police. Okay, so... I feel like to make this objective, we're gonna do that. Prevent spreading. Okay, this is objective. We're gonna give this to Julie. I think she's good at sensitive matter. Man attacks police officer. Oh dear. One teenager was caught writing rebel messages on walls close to Liberty Square. A police officer witnessed the act and intervened by tackling the teenager. The arrest was interrupted by a passerby who pulled the officer away from the teenager. Both the man and the teenager were arrested when the officer's partner arrived on the scene. Okay. Pulled the officer away from the teenager. This is just... I don't see anything wrong with this. Yeah, we're gonna just... Anne, you can take that. Oh, I cannot bring myself to write this article. Okay, fine. Anne, you don't have to worry about that. Julie? Can I write this article? Alright, good. You know what? We're gonna just put that away. We're not gonna cause an uproar here. Look at the rest. Alright. Cartoon artist from the Greater Western Inquiry was today arrested and is currently awaiting trial. Details of the charges are unclear but include slander and producing treasonous material. This came after the recent comic strip, which cast several public figures as different body parts. You know what? Let's go for that. And okay, cool. Now send that to print. This seems good. My son is having his first day of school today. Don't grow up fast. I wouldn't know. I'm too busy taking care of my brother to even think about having a child. Well, Frank is close enough to it. I like this. I like her. Don't bully me because I'm not an old raisin like yourself. Well, that's me. A couple years younger than the rest of us, you know. He's young. Physically, at least. Hey! I like them. I like my team. They're a good team. Alright, week 2. 10 weeks left. Alright. So. Alright. Okay. Oh, look! We're doing fairly good. Good. Yay! Non-biased workers. Well, sales. Alright. People's political opinion. Okay. Well, suspicion. Yeah, okay. You know what? You want to be even ground. You're gonna make some people not happy. You're gonna make some people happy. You know? Okay. Of course I do. What is this? Editor. Probably aware now we were finally able to stop the notorious Northern Herald from spreading their lies to the public, where we we were also forced to shut down their affiliated marketing agency. As it so happens, your paper, the Westport Independent, used the same agency. This means that from now on, you'll have to take care of advertising yourselves. Additionally, because of your affiliation with the perpetrators, we'll be keeping a close eye on you for the time being, the Loyalist Party of Westport. Well, that's not... Oh, great. Great. Okay. Romoville Industries lays off 400 employees. Today, industrial giant Romoville Industries laid off 400 of its employees. Well, that's horrible. Personnel cuts, the result of bad financial year. We are sad to see so many great people go, and asked if the company's management had taken any pay cuts. You know what? You know what? It's good to report all the things, even if it's something people aren't gonna like. They're not gonna be happy about. But you know, we're gonna. You know what? You're gonna write that because I want you to. Yeah. Crazed gunman murders family of 4. Tragedy struck yesterday evening. Murder. Oh dear. Lone perpetrator broke into one of the homes, shooting residents with a shotgun. That's horrible. Victims were evil manager Stan Carlson and his wife and daughter. Ooh. Caught soon after was a former. Well, you know what? Let's. Fortunately, and Frank, you're gonna write this. Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. We want to be fair. We're gonna be fair to people. So. Anne, how about you write that? Alright. Unemployment. More and more people are left without jobs. New study shows currently around 37% of the population unemployed. 30% working population does not make enough to support their families. Worst off, they're inhabitants of the southern docks. We're unemployment. Alright. It was scattered during the last few years. Okay. Okay, we're gonna be fair. I know it's probably gonna be a little forceful, but Julie, okay. Did any of you write it? Alright. Julie, you write it. Oh, okay. You know what? Okay, fine. Maybe it's not an important enough thing. Movie star has gained weight. According to an anonymous source, renowned movie star recently put on some weight when interviewed. You know what? We do not fat shame here, and we are not the paparazzi. So, fish dish. Okay. Morning shipment of fish from the docks was found to contain a dosage of mercury exceeding the national guidelines. Viewed as a potential health hazard, the shipment was confiscated. Medical official, however, confirmed that the dosage is still below lethal amounts. Public is advised to avoid purchasing fish from the southern docks. Well, those people are already not making good. Dosage exceeding the national guidelines. You know what? We're gonna keep it positive here, because it's Frank. You know what? You can write that one, Frank. Everyone. Bomb disrupts rally. Tragedy struck yesterday as the bombing occurred. Political rally. Still unconfirmed if several were injured. In response, the police have brought local political groups for questioning, despite claims of having alibis on arrestees. Okay, we don't need to know that. This is... Okay, let's just... Julie, you write that. And... shuts its doors. Today, the almost century of occupation. Sudden dismantle was due to violations. You know what? That's not as important. Proceed the layout. What? Articles from here to drag them empty. Oh great. Oh great. Alright. Let's... Alright, click here to move on to marketing. So article, okay. So you gotta keep them interested. Gotta keep them interested in things. So. Ooh, this is a little bit depressing, if you will. Alright, marketing. Slider, change your marketing focus between the different districts. So, government sectors, legal boroughs. Okay. So, slider change. But we want everyone to be about 50%. Yeah, so just cursor. Because everyone deserves the same. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Keep going. Yeah, no kidding. One of the friends says it's complete chaos right now. Friend working there, don't you? He managed to stay on. He avoided getting laid off by a hair. Just hoping things don't get worse over there. Alright. Week 3. Alright. So, we're actually gonna go ahead and make that. Gonna come to a close on that one at that point. But thank you for joining me for my first video. I know it was a little long, but yeah, and I hope you come back for the rest of Westport Independent. And, well, bye. See you next time.